All right, now we're going to start doing CAD 60. This thing is in inches, so we'll go up here to our white thing, up at the top, standard inch, and create. We'll give it a little bit of time. There we go. All right, so this one's got kind of an interesting shape to it. If you look in your book, you'll see it's called a pivot latch. Dimensions are in inches. And what we're going to do is we're going to start out with a top view, okay? So that means we're going to create sketch, right? And we want to go with this plane right here. This is the XZ plane, okay? So we're going to pick that one. Notice how it flips it sideways, so flip it right up. And we're going to do zoom in a little bit, that's a little too much. Yeah, a little bit too much again. Okay, what we want is we want 9 on the bottom, and 5 on the side. And of course, we'll center that up. All right, so there's our center. Now, actually, what I'm going to do, let's make that 5. So it's going to be a little offset because that's where our big circle is going to be in the center. So we got a radius 1 circle there. So we'll go circle, radius of 1. And then we got a little rectangle slot, like so. All right, and that slot is 0.5. This may be difficult. Let's try to see if it'll let me do it this way. Oh, not 2.5, 0.25. There we go. So now it's centered. We can trim. Let's delete that. Every dimension here. And we'll trim in here. All right, so that's got our basic spot, right? All right, so now we got a radius of 2.5 on top of that, so we'll do another circle. And we'll just touch right there. All right, so there's our big circle. Now we've got one that goes in this way, and then one that goes kind of along there. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to draw this circle out here. And this is going to be a radius of 1.5. All right. I'm just going to move that down a little bit. So move, base point, pick, and I'll just drag it down below this line. Anywhere below this line is fine. That'll be 1.5. And that'll be 0. And there we go. All right, now I'll trim off this side of it. Okay, if it gives you that, that means you have to take out some dimensions. There we go. Now I'll put this dimension back in. If I hit the right button, I will anyway. Put that one back in. Okay, now we've got this thing. So we've got a radius of 1.75 that goes between here and here and tangent to both. So I'll just draw another circle. 1.75. And I'm going to throw a dimension on this real quick. And there we go. So that's got that back. Now, tangent. This to this. And this to this. And there it is. Okay, so once you get that one in, you can trim here. Go ahead and trim this out. And trim that out. See? There's that. Now, come over here, and we'll do another rectangle. And that's going to be 2.5 divided by 2, or 1.25. You can do it either way, and this will be the 2.5. And we'll trim this off. Erase that. Let's back that up. All right. Now I got to erase this one because you saw what just happened, right? So we're going to erase that so that we can trim this. Okay. Same thing on this. We're going to erase this one so we can trim this. Now I'm going to put that 5 dimension right here. I'm going to put that 9 dimension going from this line to this line, and that gets those both in there. And we're going to trim this out. And then we got to get these two on the other side. Easily enough, right? I'm going to draw myself a temporary line right here. And then I'm going to grab these two. And mirror them. Grab those two. Pick my mirror line. And apply. And there we go. Now I can say done. And then we'll just erase this. Alright, now we can trim out in here. And there's my basic shape for that. Alright, so now that we've got all that in place, we can finish our sketch. We can extrude. Now that will be 0.75. Type in 0.75 right there. And there it is. Now our next one, we're going to put right here. Now, the reason I'm going to go from this edge is because it tapers. It starts at a width and then tapers in. Okay? And it'd be easier to do it from this way than it would be to go from the top and have to cut it. So we're going to start with a circle. And we just line up with that. And I'm just going to go ahead and do 2 circles. And then we'll dimension them. Outside circle, it's going to be a radius of 1. Okay? So it will be a diameter of 2. Inside circle is the diameter of 1. Alright, start a line here. Just kind of go past it a little bit, and then we'll just tangent this to this. Alright, and you see I moved that instead, so I'm going to go back and undo that. Now, I'm going to put a dimension here. Now, that's locked in place. I can do this. And trim the top. And we can do the same thing from the other side. I'm going to project geometry on the bottom. And then I'm just going to draw a line. Well, you're going to have to draw a line regardless anyway, so we'll just do that. I'm going to zoom in here, see if I can get it to give me the tangent. There it is. See it right there? Right on top of the X, on top of my crosshair. So, tangent right there. See? There we go. And we'll just trim this off. And finish that sketch. Now we're going to extrude, and we want to go the other way, so we'll hit this. Okay, and that's also 0.75, which we already have in place, so we can hit OK. Now use the hole command. Make sure everything's on this, goes all the way through, and we have a diameter of 1.25, which we will put right here, and that'll be 1.5. Now, it's going to be right in the center of this, right? So, I'm going to go ahead and hit OK on that. Now, I'm going to go back to hole, and I'm going to go to the sketch. Edit sketch. Dimension. Pick. 0. Finish. See, that moves my hole over. And there we go. All right, now, that should not be the front. The front should be this. Now, right now we got that as left. So what we'll do to fix that is we'll right click on your cube, set current view as front. That is now your front. Now, everything looks good, right? All right, so we got one more radius to do. We're going to do a fillet. Radius is going to be 0.5. And we're going to get right here. And then turn it around. And get right there. All right, and we want this to be our home view, so we'll right click on this, set current view as home. Can't do it while running the command. Set current view as home, and we'll just say fit to view. And there we go. And you're done. So let's go ahead and do our save thing. Don't forget to come here, save bodies, right click, go to properties, pivot latch, and update. And that gets you all your numbers. Always do that every time, okay? All right, and that's it for CAD 60. So we'll save this as CAD 60. And of course we got to lay this out. So once again we go up here to new. Either one of these is fine. Open that up. And edit the sheet. And we'll go ahead and go back with B size on this one. Because 11 by 17 is plenty big enough. Alright, so base view. Now there's our front view. Now, it's kind of big, so we're going to knock it down half size. Here's why. Because we need this view and that view. And we'll hit OK. All right, now back to annotation. And I'm going to do a chain real quick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Continue. Pull that out there. Okay, so that should be 1.5. So I missed that, okay? Now, we're gonna go ahead and finish dimensioning here, okay? And I'll show you how things update. That's really all you need on this side because everything else is shown here. So that should be 1.5. So let's go back down here, okay? And now we're gonna go to this extrusion, all right? And we're gonna go back to our sketch. Edit our sketch. And we'll put a dimension on it. So from here to here, 1.5. That's what it says. Okay, so we'll finish that. Go ahead and save it so we update. Come back over here and look. See, it's different. Now you got your 2.25 like it's supposed to be. It's do 2.10. Everything else stays the same. And we're good. So we will save. And we'll call this CAD 60. Save that. And it says CAD 60 down here. All right. So that's it for this one for CAD 60. Go ahead and turn that in. Don't forget to output that as a PDF. Just come here. export, PDF, CAD 60. And that's got it. See you on the next one.